lights. Not too bad. Okay, sorry about that. I decided I'm going to change the view. I've changed my bedroom around, if you haven't noticed. I spent all fucking morning doing it. New view, who dis? So now I get to see this magical corner here of like just crap. Wow, look at you guys. This is new view, who dis? Yeah, we moved things around. How's everything going? What up, everybody? Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to this magical reading for you all. Hope you find something in here that you might like. Definitely going to have to jazzercise this up if I'm going to put the camera here. What is that about? Okay, I've noticed there is a bird that makes the exact same noise as my text message. The snakes are right here. There was a view of them. They're right beside each other. I'm actually going to be moving one into my closet because I have a huge closet. So I'm going to put her in there. Actually, I'm going to put him in there. I don't know. It's a whole, like, we're going to be just experimenting with some new views. And I have my table weird with my back up against the wall, which I never have my back up against the wall. So this is all new, people. Okay. This is all new. I can still see outside. And I've got my beautiful flowers right here. Okay. Life is great. All right. Just a lot of chores and chaos. And I dyed my hair today. Can't see, but it looks I look like a vampire. It actually looks awesome. It was called Very Berry. It's Very Berry, all right. All right. So I've got all my trinkets here. Oh, yeah, let's roll the dice. We haven't rolled the dice for a minute. First house. Ha! As I say, for a minute, and the first house comes out. That's Mercury and Capricorn. Could be some communication regarding work coming in. Personal work, though, because this house is personal. Or, okay, yeah, that's right. Or your immediate situation. Mercury, communication. process of information, exchange. Capricorn energy. That would be really Capricorn's work too, money, boss. It's like boss-like energy. Take it if it resonates, people. We know that this isn't a personal reading. I was going to say it was a personal reading, so it's a possibility that it's personal to somebody. I just don't know who, but take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, what up with Capricorn here? Okay, so we got the Ten of Cups, we got the Four of Pentacles, and we got the Nine of Wands. The final battle before success with a mission here. With Magician. And apathy. Oh my God, I was driving somewhere the other day, and I swear to God, a doppelganger of apathy was right in front of me. And I knew it wasn't him because he didn't have any tattoos. And of course, I was with my sister, and I'm like, easy apathy, as he like walks right in front of me. I swear to God, if that guy wasn't heavily tattooed, well, not just like in certain spots, I would have thought it was him. And he just showed up. The apathy card just showed up. Okay. So I feel like it's possible that somebody has been determined to be happy regarding money. I don't know if it's maybe not. That sounds bad. Destined to be happy maybe with money or... I don't know. See, the thing is that sometimes subconsciously we can keep money away from ourselves because we've seen others and how they act when they have it. And we don't like them. So we don't want anything to do with how they're acting towards it. So maybe we think sometimes that we'll act the same way if we get it. So we subconsciously kind of push it away just in case we become an asshole like they did. Okay, but now this is somebody, I think has been dealing with somebody, so many somebodies, spit it out, dealing with a very greedy person, okay? And now you are determined to get yourself away from this greedy person and kind of free yourself. And it's possible with the apathy, like you could have had apathy for them or apathy for it like right now, right? Which is why somehow you're losing to them, but they're greedy. So it's not like they're taking things because they need it. They're taking things because they just want it. They just want, like, so that's the main part about greed is that when people get messed up in it, they're willing to kind of, end people for it. Okay, so this could have been somebody squeezing something out of you for just way too long, and you just doing it because you have an extreme amount of apathy for them, and you know what they're going through, and you know that whatever it is they're going through is probably difficult, which is why you've been helping them. But then I think you're realizing that it's maybe not that they need help. It's maybe that they're using you, okay? So then somebody busts out their Magician, Okay, and then gets into this 9 of Wands. Okay, the battle before success. So it's almost as if someone's going to step into their magician, which could be connected to the Capricorn energy. Like somebody's magician could be very powerful. Okay. And it makes what this person is about to do very risque. And that magician is number 1 in the major. And this all starts with the first house. And I said we haven't rolled the dice in a minute. And then the minute card, like the minute dice comes out, literally. So this is definitely, somebody is about to show the world, I think, what they are capable of doing. And they're going to take the vices away from them that have been attached to this apathy, because the apathy is now becoming boring. Okay, it's a disillusionment with money. It literally says it right there. Envy of others. Okay, so it has to stop. Somebody needs to get in control of their financial situation again. They're almost determined to do it. That's their true happiness, is getting that money back. 777. Whoop, 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 whoop. And honestly, I gotta say, this is the number of the day, because this is the second time I've seen 777 today. And then there is the Page of Wands. Go out and grab it. All right. Something is, maybe that's that Mercury energy. There's communication coming, and it's 777 communication. It's divinely guided here. And someone's gonna take it because they are fine. They're done wasting their time and giving everything away to people that are greedy anyways. Like they're just doing it out of greed. Anything else? The Fool. And then Infinity with the 2 of Cups and Intuition. Yeah, see, someone's gonna find that this path that they choose, okay, they're gonna take their money back, and nobody is saying that, because they could be taking it back from somebody, and then these people say like, oh, you say you're so generous, but you just took all that money away from us. So who are you really being generous to? And it's like, actually, instead of giving the money to you, I'm now going to give it to the women's shelter down the road, or to the homeless shelter that's around the corner, or the methadone clinic. I'm actually just going to give my spare money to them now, instead of giving it to you and watching you fucking spend it and be an asshole to me. Okay? And, I think the universe is going to reward you, because even though, it's almost as if you have to stop giving to this person. You have to, because it's showing your weakness in some way, right? As if you don't really want something for yourself. Yeah, see, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Seems like you don't want something for yourself. But, you're not going to get very far without money. Okay, honey? So, yeah, there's the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. See, I think somebody is just a little weary of exactly what this is going to entail. Okay, like what this is really going to bring them. Like this is going to cut the umbilical cord of something and give them their freedom. And that might, that is almost kind of, what I'm getting is that old man from Shawshank Redemption. And this seems like a pretty deep analogy to be going with spirit. But, he ends up hanging himself. Because he's like 90 years old. The world has gone by him in a blink of an eye while he's behind a prison wall. And now this world that he's in, he can't keep up with. And so he ends it. And I'm not saying that if you get your freedom, you're going to kill yourself or anything. That's why I'm like, spirit, watch your analogies, because that seems a little deep. Okay, but I think it is just saying that somebody is maybe massively behind in how much money you have, and like it's not 1980. A couple $1,000s in the bank is not a lot of money. Okay, that's like peanuts. Okay, you can probably not even live off that in a month. Okay, so I do feel like somebody has to step up. You know, they have to advance into 2026. And this is, again, like I've said a million times, just an analogy. So however way you take that, okay, and then there's the Two of Swords in reverse. Struggle to balance love, family, work, priorities, facing difficult choices with no clear winner. Dealing with stressful decisions at work. Okay, so maybe, again, going down that direction of more money, more problems, right? If you take on this independence, if you let this wheel turn and you take what really you're supposed to get, because the wheel's going to give you 777, okay? It's going to give you something. It's going to communicate with you pretty quick that you won the jackpot. You won something, okay? Whatever that is. And you should go for it now, okay? And I think the path that you then start to go down is one that is very tempting. So you might kind of say to yourself, is this right for me? Do I deserve it? Am I taking something that I don't really deserve? Oh my God, Santa just came. No, man, Santa just dropped it off. That means that it was a wish. You made a wish and now it's being delivered. I mean, God, you could have even made this wish at Christmas and it still hasn't come true. And you're like, hello, Santa. What the fuck? This is, I mean, whatever this wish entails. Okay, it's 7-Eleven. Oh, I was going to say it's for your health and safety. Apparently I said 7-Eleven. What's on the count clock right now? Okay, but whatever you ask from Santa, okay, hypothetically speaking, is really going to help you. Okay, it's health and safety. You didn't just ask Santa for something that was bullshit. Okay, you actually asked him for something that is going to help you. And then look at Fox Mulder just showed up with conspiracy theories. It's almost like when this does show up, you're going to be like, how? How did that work? Like, I know I asked for it, but I also asked for it like months ago. And it's getting here now? Like, what the fuck? Did it get lost in the mail for 6 months? Like, holy shit. But Fox Mulder's here, which means it's kind of like unexplainable. It's like the acid rain I'm getting. Again, spirit with the analogies. The analogies are ridiculous right now for what I actually feel like is happening. Like, easy there, Stephen King. I'm getting the acid rain. The chupacabras? Huh. Yeah, see? There's something that it's like it's some type of myth, but it's real. Okay, so you might have been saying to the universe like something along the lines of something is wrong, something is cursed, something is, why haven't I got this yet? Like, I've worked so hard for it. It's the only thing I want. It's the only thing, right? Now I'm getting Creed off The Office. Hello, The Office. That's what she said. And he gets his scuba diving threatened. And he's like, what's life without, if I can't scuba? You know, what? There's no existence if I can't scuba. And, you know, damn right. Damn right, Creed. Why not be the thing that keeps you alive? Is fucking scuba. Okay? So whatever it is, there's mimosa. It is time to mimosa juice. Okay? What, I don't drink alcohol, you guys know that, but the one thing I do love is a delicious mimosa. Okay, and a nice mojito and a margarita. Okay, those are my 3 favorite drinks. You like how I just said them all in a row like that? Like, I really just don't drink anything else. That's it. Okay, lawless and then delusional. See, I believe that these people think that they can do whatever they want. And we've gone through this we go through this almost daily on people that just feel like they're entitled to your shit. Okay, because they're greedy. And they don't know any other way because everybody gives them what they want. Like, it's insane. So you made a wish, And the thing is that I feel like you are used to somebody even taking your wishes away from you. Like your wishes don't get to you because somebody decides that that's a good wish and now they want it. It's like people are taking your wishes. Like, that's not even your wish and you're going to take it. Like, if that was your wish, that's really what you wanted. Wouldn't you have thought of that? But I thought of that. Therefore, it's my mind. It's what I want, not what you want. Like, somebody is definitely trying to coax you out of what you want, which is this 10 of Pentacles. Okay, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Like, you know what you want. I think it's speaking to you quite clearly now. And maybe there's this voice saying, how are you going to keep up if suddenly you get married and have kids? How are you going to do this? How are you going to do a 9 to 5? How are you going to take care of your family if you decide that you're going to grow up and just mature? Like, I do feel like it is definitely in somebody's head almost, or you could be asking for something that is or was supposed to be given to you, and somebody's been holding it back because they say they need it because they have kids or because they have a life and a farm and a job, and so they need this, and now you're saying that you're ready for it, so it's like passing the plank. Like, you deserve to be in the spotlight now. It's your time. It's your turn. If this is like a generational, I don't know, because the 10 of Pentacles, I'm like generational farmland or something. It's time for your father to step down and for you to start taking over the business. Like, there has to be a swap here. That's what I feel. And somebody is staying in their position for just way too long. This can almost be an over abusive parent in some way that somehow psychologically is telling you that you can't have kids, you can't have a family, and they're holding the position of the mother and the wife themselves. And if you get married and you have a child, then therefore you will then be a wife and the mother of a household. If she doesn't want to give that up because she's too prideful, then she won't let you psychologically get married, move on and have children and become yourself. She's going to attack you and attack and attack and attack. So then you stay single. So then you don't have kids. So then she stays on top of that tower. So I am really getting that somebody's not moving. Okay? And maybe that's what you asked for Santa. Listen, it's time for my parents to step down. It's time for me to take over this role. It's time. Because health-wise, this is a smart thing to do. Okay? Idiot in reverse. This is a smart thing to do. You love it. Okay? You'll marry it. This is the perfect time to do it. I believe that maybe that's what Mercury's saying to us right now. Like, this is the time, okay? With the first house is even better to describe. This is exactly what is supposed to be happening right now, okay? And by the sign being Capricorn, it actually just switched by accident to Sagittarius, which, again, that direction arrow. Okay, choose a direction and go with it. And I feel like somebody has chosen a direction. And I feel like it could be possible that this Capricorn energy is somebody trying to stop you, stall you, stay in that position so that you can't have it, even though they know that it's evolving to that time and they have to step down. They're getting older. Their eyesight's going, their bodies is going, their memory is going. Things are going on this person, and they know that they're getting old and that they have to give it up, but they don't want to. And I don't know if it's just a stubbornness in them, or it's the fact that maybe they know that you're going to do it better than them, and they don't want the world to see you do better than them because maybe they told the world that you're an idiot and an asshole and you don't deserve it. And then all of a sudden you show up on the scene and you're in that position and you're doing it 100 times better than they ever did. Again, if it's somebody's destiny, ain't nobody gonna stop anybody from doing nothing. If it's their full fucking mission, they'll just end up pushing that person out of the way and removing them from their life and continuing down the path. They're not going to stop. They're definitely not going to stop because somebody is jealous and don't want to see them do better. Like, what? Wouldn't that be a good teacher? Is when your student comes out doing it better than you did? Isn't that you just taught them the best? And please recognize you're not the greatest at everything. Even if you're an amazing artist, you're not the best one, okay? You might be great, you might be way above average, but guess what? So are other people, okay? There could be this, I don't feel like this is you, okay? I feel like if anything, you probably don't have any pride at all, okay? So this is definitely not you. This is them. They know you're better than them. Ugh, that's what sucks. They know you're better. So they've been trying to keep you from this, like lawless, breaking the law, okay? Because the second you step into that position and you get the keys to that and you get in, you're already better at it than they were when they started. And it's going to be, I don't know if this person is going to have to die and fucking watch you from another dimension just rip it up, okay? I don't really know, but I feel like by not letting you do it, that was definitely not the better option for them, okay? Definitely not. You gotta let those freaks fly. When somebody wants to do something, you gotta let them do it. You gotta let people express themselves. You gotta let people think outside the box. You gotta let people follow their paths. Okay, there's the narcissist. I mean, it's always a fucking narcissist, isn't it? Like, isn't that just the key word? And the 4-leaf clover. Look at that. I told you I've been feeling this bitch lately. I've been like staring at the 4-leaf clover on the wall that I painted right there. Okay. There's the plane incoming and the connection bridge. Those are two. I gotta have to say, I mean, you put these two cards together, I'm going to say, because I am the artist of these, I can fully say with a lot of confidence that there is something coming in. And even if they wipe out or even try to wipe out your landing strip, guess what? There's another one that just appeared. Okay, so they want to do their lawless bullshit, okay, because they're fucking delusional, and I don't really know how they do it. I don't know what games they play to do what they do, but they're doing something, okay? And Fox Mulder's on the scene now, which makes me feel like Spirit. That's your spiritual badass team right there. Doing a little bit of an investigation as to why something hasn't gotten to you yet. Because it's possible that Spirit has put it on the plane and delivered it multiple times, but your parents keep picking it up and saying that they're going to deliver it for you because technically your parents would be Santa in this equation. Because Santa doesn't fucking exist. Okay? So technically, okay, you know, your parents are supposed to be going to the airport and picking something up for you, and they're not giving it to you. So it's literally like, okay, well, because you keep breaking the law time and time again because you think it's the 60s still and you haven't grown up, okay, we're going to now just arrest your delusional ass. We're going to put you behind a mental institution. A mental institution. My speech impediment just got the best of me there, but I don't know, I was going to say a mental something. Because you know what I was thinking? I immediately saw, like, plexiglass. Okay, like, these people are going to be put behind plexiglass. And that's usually a mental institution. Okay? Unless they're, unless they're Hannibal Lecter, and guess who's in a mental institution behind plexiglass? Okay, so there's the Homemade with Love and Bully. Wow. Okay, so you have literally been dealing with somebody that is so, I mean, they seem like they just want to target you. You know how bullies do that? They target a person, okay? And yeah, a lot of them can be an asshole to everybody, but there seems to always be a bully that targets one person, okay? I feel like this bully, okay, has been targeting somebody that, this is the homemade with love card. This is the homemade jam card. Okay, you know when you make jam, you make it with love. Okay, it doesn't taste right if it's not made with love. Okay, if it's made with hate, it's gonna be bullshit. Okay, so they seem to be attacking you because of how you were made. Okay, and that's fucked up. That's why I do think it's your parents or somebody's parent. Okay, they made you with love, and the relationship turned on them in some way, or they feel like because they made you and you're acting living Santa, that they can take your wishes away from you and decide what it is that you want for Christmas and what it is that you don't want. You want to play God, that's one thing. You want to play Santa Claus? I guess we're all a little delusional in our own minds. Okay, people? This person's just a little bit more fucked up than the average bear. Okay, there's assumptions and the beautiful and magical black cat with Mothman prophecies. Okay, so this person maybe they assumed that they were some type of prophet. There's the path. Yeah, and there's warlock in reverse. Okay, and witchcraft. And the Book of Answers, oh, Jesus Christ. And yes, okay, 911 emergency. What the fuck? Every time, I swear to God. Okay, so, I kind of feel like this person had some type of assumption that they could make a path for you. And this path, because you were homemade with love, you had a homemade with love path. And they wanted to kill you because of it. So I don't know if you've been in multiple accidents. This is my accidents card. This is a bloody mess, okay? Somebody, like, 911 was called. I mean, fucking death was there. Mothman was there. Okay, whether or not you crawled your way back is a whole other story. That's your soul. Just because your soul wants to be here, and it will stay here if it can, doesn't mean that whoever's taking these shots at your temple won't pay a fucking price for that. For trying to play God on you and trying to take your time up. Trying to act like they can see something and like, no, you fucking can't. So they tried to make something happen. Okay, and here's the voodoo doll. This is what's really worrying me. Because, like, what the fuck did they do? What did they do? They jam you up with needles and shit? Like, what did they do? I really feel like they bought a voodoo doll. And they stabbed it up. And then you got hurt on the surface, you know? Like, you had accidents. And I feel like car accidents. I feel like somebody's been in a lot of car accidents. Like bad crashes. And that would be them trying to sacrifice you, trying to get you out of there, trying to do rituals on you to get you to disappear, assuming that they had the power to do it. And it kind of seems like you're the one that's got the power, and maybe there's God. I'm telling you, you want to be God, you want to play God, you want to act like God, you got to be prepared to take the consequences for that shit. You think God makes the right decisions every day? You don't think that he doesn't make fuck up decisions too? And then all of a sudden he's got to think about it for the rest of the day about how somebody's life he just fucked up because he made the wrong judgment call? Okay? You want to have a very high fucking job, you're going to have your barriers with it, okay? As anybody does in a position like that. So this person was God to you. And think of the crow here. Mother is the word God in the mouths of children. Okay, because to children, their mother is their God. The one keeping them alive, the one that's giving them a house, roof, blankets, keeping them safe. Okay, that is God. So be careful what you wish for your children if you created them. And if you created them to then ask them to leave before they're supposed to, it's not going to go very well for them. And then look, we got the spirit card in reverse with the eyeglasses. This is from the town. When they're in the basement, they're dressed up as cops, and the guy goes, "Hey, can you fellas see okay?" And they're like, "Don't you. We're the one asking the questions here." Okay? So this is literally coming up. This is funny because it's a spirit card in reverse, and then can you fellas see okay? Because I don't really think you can. Okay, so this is them. They've been attached and touching on to something. Okay, and they have not been able to see the situation clearly at all. Okay, I think that they were attacking people that are very close to spirit and very, very divinely guided to be here. And I think that no matter how much they tried to wish you away, no matter how much they tried to death prophecy you and set you up so then you died, I mean, motherfucker, you kept coming back to life. Okay, so clearly, whatever this death is that they keep trying to predict, okay, it's yes in reverse, and the book of answers in reverse. Like everything that this person seems to be taking in, it's their instincts are in reverse. They're not hearing anything properly. Okay, like nothing. And it's the position of God has clouded them. Okay, delusionalized them. Again, like somebody getting suddenly a promotion at work and becoming a manager and then becoming a bitch all of a sudden. Like, okay, so you get a little bit of power and then you start firing everybody and changing the rules and acting like a bitch? Really? That's how you're going to deal with your power? Right? If you don't, if the power isn't given to the right people for the right reasons, then people don't know how to use it. This power was taken. This is somebody who thinks that they have power, thinks that they've got this big position, thinks that they're really needed by the world. So then they attack somebody, and what they don't realize is they just attacked like anointed, okay, people who are supposed to be here. And now it's possible that they got their information so backwards that now now somebody's fucked up because of it. Because I can understand now the back and forth of like, am I really supposed to do this? Like, am I really supposed to start making bank and like being a person? I can feel that. Like, I can feel somebody's, I don't know if this is the right move, because this is going to give me financial stability. This is going to give me a chance at life. This is going to give me my role back again. Like, am I supposed to have it? And it's like, yeah. I know it seems like it's possible that you were supposed to stay in a retarded fucking role for the rest of your life in some way. And you know what's weird, especially if you've been on like disability or something, or taken time off work in some way because of health. It's almost as if you've now had your time off, so you know what it's like to be at home. And when you know what that's like to be at home, then you realize that if you're at home, you're not getting paid, okay? Or not getting paid nearly as much as you would be working. You can't just go out and spend your money because you're not working. Okay, you're sick or you're feeling miserable, so you basically stay at home, right? People get the assumption that workman's comp is like a good thing, and being on permanent disability, oh, that's great. You know, you're on permanent disability, then you'll just get disability for the rest of your life. Yeah, enjoy your $1,200 check every month for the rest of your life, and having to live off that and pay your rent and eat your groceries, okay, and fucking have your so-called car that you want. Yeah, but you're on disability, right? So you don't have to work, but you, like, how much do you think people are, like, do you think people are getting rich off that shit? No. Okay, if anything, they're more poor than ever. So there's a possibility that somebody might have just kind of done you a favor and put you in a position where you didn't have to work for a while, and now you know what it's like to not work, and now you want to work. Because life is kind of boring, and without work, then you can't buy all the super awesome things that you want to buy. Okay, but if you haven't had them for a while because somebody's been controlling everything, then you wouldn't realize how much you enjoy spending your money and getting those days off and doing adventures and getting that paycheck and putting your money away so you can get something again. Like, I know how and why people need to dumb themselves out and null themselves out to certain things because they're not accessible at the time, so you kind of write them off as, well, I don't need it anyways because I can't have it. Now it's like something's coming back now that you can have, and I understand the complexity of that because I think it's been a while since somebody has had that, so they don't know if it's like the right move. And Spirit is telling you you can make this work. Okay, this is definitely something that is for you. And a little bit of a late delivery, but who's to say that Santa needs to deliver things on Christmas Eve? Okay, my motherfucker's busy. Okay, so Vampire Shattered. Again, Vampire Shattered. Like, I do feel as if somebody's parents were a little sucky, okay, with the gifts coming in for their kids and just taking, you know what I feel? I almost feel as if it's kind of a weird analogy. It's a food analogy, but the way that Spirit is kind of saying this is almost as if, you know how you can get the wings and stuff, and, you know, the frozen wings or chicken fingers or something, you can get them with the sauce that comes in the box. It's almost like you were supposed to get something delivered, okay, and it needed the sauce, okay? And they, like, took the fucking chicken fingers out of the box. So then all they did was just leave you with the sauce or something. I mean, somebody's parents were brutal to them. Right, they took away the main thing and then gave them a package, like condiments. And, you know, growing up, that was basically the only thing in my fridge was condiments. There was not a lot of food to eat with the mustard and the ketchup and the mayonnaise and the barbecue sauce. Okay, sometimes you just had mayonnaise sandwiches. Okay, so definitely some of these parents really cheap shotted them, and maybe you don't know, okay, or this is something, I don't know, with the food analogy thing, maybe somebody just doesn't know food. I'm getting like maybe they just gave you chicken fingers all the time and these nasty fucking chicken fingers, and you never even knew that you could get chicken wings with like actual meat on them. I don't know, it's something weird, okay? I don't know. You know, Spirit with the weird analogies, but it just kind of seems like, man, go out there and start getting some chicken wings with the sauce. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what that means, but you were lied to when your parents said the spaghetti did not come with sauce, you know, and your butter doesn't need bread. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, it does. Okay, so again, with the analogies and me spilling coffee all over my desk, and it's on my hair. Oh, okay. So one last message, people. Okay. Welcome to everybody. If you're new here, welcome. If you're old, welcome back. These are just general messages, okay, people? And thank you for liking the video. Big up, big up, big up. Okay, last message. Whoa. Okay, so I feel as if somebody that you're dealing with has just had to escape something pretty nasty. I feel as if whatever they have had to leave behind or escape in some way, that thing was keeping them from you. Okay? So it could be some type of relationship that somebody had with somebody, has kept a friendship apart or kept family apart or something. And I feel as if they don't want to let you know yet, but the curse is over. Like, I feel like this whole relationship to them has felt like a curse because it kept them away from you, the real person that they wanted to be around. But they just never said that to you before. So I think you believe that they don't care about you at all because they would rather be in this relationship than be around you. So they're actually they've been watching you now for a while. They just, for some reason, are doing it all secretive. Because they're like super scared for some reason. Maybe because they're the ones that have to get in touch with you. Because it's possible that they're the ones that left the relationship pretty bad. So you might have tried to reach out to them a couple times, but they really couldn't say anything to you because of this other person that they possibly might have even had a kid with. So obviously they're not even going to try to rock the boat with that. So they just didn't even speak to you at all. But now that that's over with, they feel like a curse has been lifted. Like they beat the curse. It's just weird because they don't know what to say to you now. Okay, so this person has been keeping a very positive mindset about you. As if to say, one day they just know that they are going to be able to talk to you again. It's kind of a little bit cocky, but I mean, obviously they're right. Because no, you haven't. You've been separated now for a while. You have not spoken to this person for a while. But there doesn't seem to be any bad blood. Not between the two of you. Maybe between this person and whoever they're dealing with. Definitely some bad blood there. But nothing bad between you two. Because they've been, okay, so they have definitely been working on themselves. While in this relationship, they've been doing some really good work on themselves. Which is why they are kind of calling it a curse. Because it forced them to have to do a lot of work while they were in it. So as much as they saw a way out of being with you, it turned on them pretty quickly. And they could be part of some Bruja's curse. Okay? Honestly. Self-indulgence, clock, and the golden narcissist. There it is again. Okay? So this person needed some time. They were definitely... they have some skeletons in the closet. They have some shadow work that they had to do. And clearly, they had the opportunity to do it with this partner that they had. And now that all that bullshit work is done, what up, Ryu? Okay, now that all that bullshit work is done that they did with somebody else, they can leave that person with all that crappy memories and come to you like a fresh, clean person. And clearly that person that they were with that gets to have all those nasty memories of the skin that they had to shed, was it karmic for them to experience that side of them? We don't know why all the time things happen, okay? But I wouldn't look too far into their partner, who this person was, okay? Because like I said, the way that they see the relationship is as if it was a curse. So trust me, I don't really think you have to go looking any deeper than that, okay? They already know they fucked up, okay? And then there is the, Twin Flames card. Okay, so coupling each other, you guys have definitely been mirroring each other over the years on your shadow work. Okay, like I said, they just did it in a partnership. You might have done your shadow work solo. They did it with a person. What is this? Sword in the Rose, truth. They found their truth. And underneath that, the lightning card is here. Okay, and then there's wedding rings and the runner. I do feel like this person was very close to marrying you, and then for some reason, they fucking skipped out. They got on the boat and they left. 2 boats here. Okay, they got in the boat and they left, and they took a risk. And the thing is I don't feel like they regret that risk. Okay, yes, it felt like a curse, but it doesn't mean that they regret it. Okay, obviously something good came out of it. Like I said, they might have had kids, okay? So they got something out of it. But I think they still feel shitty that they did it. That they had to do this away from you. But it's possible that you both could not heal together. So whoever this person ended up hooking up with, they didn't have any real shadow work like you did. They might have had some work to do, but not necessarily shadow work. They might have had a very clear karmic life and didn't really have any demons to shadow box at all. So when they met your person that you had to then separate from, it could just, seems like only one person really needed to heal, and that was probably your person. So if anything, I'm almost getting whoever your person was with for a period of time, they got like the shitty side of your partner. They got the breakdown. This person would have had some type of mental breakdown. So they got a very different side of them than what you did. Okay, and that was a part of their karmic relationship to go wrong from start to finish. It was never supposed to go right. That's why it's a curse. It was the curse that kept them together, and I think they both knew it. And now it kind of feels like, my God, this person is stable now. And then Cupid's arrow, just in time for the universe to line them back up with you. And there's hesitation here. It's the call in reverse. I think this person has been wanting to call you for a while. I don't know why so much hesitation. But they definitely have been wanting to call you for a while. Okay, they could be nesting right now. Okay, so whatever, because the curse is now over, they could have had to move, and now they're kind of nesting. They're getting their life kind of put back together. So maybe that's why they haven't called you, because maybe they really want things to look perfect for you. So then you'll love them again, because they don't think you're going to like them again. Even though this person is a completely person, but they hurt you. See, I had a feeling. They did. They hurt you. And then you even chased after them. Okay? And they had to give you the silent treatment. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Okay. So there is some beef here. And they met somebody else, and they dated somebody quick. Like that to me makes it seem like they cheated on you, and then whoever they cheated on you with, they got together with and possibly had kids with. They are definitely not with that person anymore. Okay, so they are single. And in a very, very peculiar part of their life right now. They could be on a money streak. They could be getting, because they got a really positive mindset because the curse is over. Honestly, I really feel this person's life has changed drastically because this relationship is over for them. It was a really big black cloud over them. I mean, they see it as they escaped as a warrior. Oh my God. Like, it was like one date just gone wrong, okay? And they just got stuck to this person. But whatever. I mean, they seem to have a pretty good mindset about it all. And they're keeping a good positive head about everything. There just seems to be some type of problem trying to call you up. I don't know what the hell you did. What up, Sarah? Oh, I think I did say hi to you at the beginning, right? Were you the only? You weren't the only one here receiving, right? Okay. I thought so. Anyways. Yeah, they definitely are very happy, okay? They're a very happy person now. And the love that they had for you, they definitely not forgotten about you, okay? So I just heard, ooh la la. Ooh la la. I don't think I have heard that for a very long time. So you obviously got somebody's attention that had to leave you for a significant period of time to fulfill a relationship with somebody else, possibly have kids, get married, go through an entire curse, live through it, and then come back and ask you out. What up, JK Lovin? Man, you've been making every single reading these days, you guys. Good job. Good job. Okay, I'm going to do one last quick reading because, again, the first reading was 42 minutes. The second reading was 18. Everybody just know that if you don't ever make the lives, okay, and I only put up one title, always know that the lives will always have, if they're about an hour, will always have 2 readings in them. If not 3 or 4, sometimes even 5 readings can be attached to about an hour and a half reading, okay? So always make sure you check those lives out because there's a lot of readings. Well, there can be a lot of readings in one live. Thanks, buddy. Right back at you. Okay, last reading. Here we go. Whoa, okay. 2 cards fell down. Motherfucking tower just fell down with the Knight of Cups. Seems the dependable, trustworthy man is having a breakdown right now. Someone's having a breakdown. Breakdown! Give it to me. Go ahead, give it to me. Did you know that I saw Tom Petty live 1 month before he died? It's the same with Lemmy from Motorhead. It was 2 or 3 months after he died. Tom Petty saw him, then he died. Oh, somebody else too. I forget. Watch, they'll come to me. Fucking saw them in concert, month later, dead. Okay, there's restriction. 9 of Swords. We got anxiety here with the 9 of Swords, restriction with the 8 of Swords, and a breakdown. And then look at that, 5 of Cups with loss and sadness. And then the Page of Cups and the King of Cups and the Chariot and Judgment and the Wheel and the Sun. Okay, and then the Save. Endings and Ruins. Okay, and the Hermit. Okay, we're going to stop. We can't take any more. Jesus, that's a lot. Okay. Okay, so somebody's having a breakdown. I don't know why. You got to know about it. Maybe it's you. I don't know. But this breakdown, surprisingly, is actually a good thing because it's going to allow somebody, okay, to, because they're going to have a breakdown, then I feel like they stop socializing. Okay, they kind of hermit themselves because of this. And by hermiting themselves, they actually face a judgment. Okay, and that judgment is what they need to finally shut it down. was when you have a breakdown, it's usually because your body, your mental body, is clashing with your soul. So you start to have a breakdown because your body is now not communicating with your soul. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you're getting all these signs that you need to go home, that you need to stop, that you need to get it together, and someone's not, they didn't do it. They didn't take the signs when they needed to, and they pushed past something. And unfortunately, when you are changing, or when something is being forced on you, you kind of can't just not heal from that. You're never going to get closure from it. And if you don't get closure from it, you can't move on from it. And if you can't move on from it, then you're stuck in it. Okay? And when you're stuck in something that's broken down, how do you expect to fix it? Right? This isn't, obviously, the analogy, we don't, you don't have a CAA to call because you're broke down. This is a mental breakdown, okay? There is nobody to come and pick you up. This is, you need to pick yourself up, okay? Because that's the whole point of it, is that you're trying to trust people with what's happening with you when you need to start trusting yourself and not telling anybody about it. That's maturity. Okay, is when you reach a mental state that you now don't have to discuss with everybody before you fucking do something. You don't have to discuss with everybody before you decide something. You just do it. You're a man, you're a woman, you just fucking do it. No more of this anxiety about restrictions. What are people going to say about it? How are people going to feel about it? It's breaking somebody down because you're not supposed to think about how other people feel about what it is that you want to do. It's time to change your fate. Okay? It's time to change your fate because the sun is here, which means this whole thing is blowing up. It's all going to grow. It's all going to change. It's just a part of the recovery process after you break something down. And now they're giving the analogy of this plant, this poor plant. I had this huge mess with my tank, so I had to get all new plants. And now I accidentally hit a plant, didn't realize it wasn't getting very much light. So now it's dying. But what I didn't really realize was I had to prune it because it was really large and there was, just roots everywhere, which is the sign to propagate. So I propagated them, and then I didn't give them any fucking light. But then when I really looked at them, yes, they are yellowing because they haven't been getting a lot of light, but then all this new growth is there. It's very small, okay? So I moved all the lily pads on top and put them on the other side so then the plants can get more light, right? And I'm like, now I have to give it time. I have to let the sun do its job, okay? And that's the same with the lily pads on top. I don't know why this happens for some reason, but every time I buy the lily pads, the frog's bit for the top, they all seem to look like they start to die. And then poof, there's all these brand new lily pads everywhere. It's insane how these plants propagate. I really don't understand it. They literally just die, and then there's all these babies there. It's incredible. Okay, again, trust the process. They all of a sudden started dying, so I'm thinking, oh my God, they don't have enough light. They don't have enough this. Nah, bitch. They're getting in their mothering phase, and now they're going to let the babies take over. Same with my spider plants. As soon as I got these spider plants, almost immediately they branched, they flowered. They all of a sudden these long branches came out, and they flowered, and all these little babies. And I thought, my God, I just got home, and she burst into a mother right away. It was like she was just waiting to give birth, but she wasn't going to do it at the store. And it happened very quick. And sometimes things will find you when they're about to give birth, okay? And, I mean, that's all part of the breakdown. Oh, my God. Oh, did Spirit just seriously do that? Oh my God. Breakdown, literally. Oh my God. Give me 1 second. Jesus. Oh. Accidentally dropped the narcissist on the ground and didn't realize it. See how much we don't care about the narcissist? I've been stepping on them. Oh my God, that was too funny. What is it? What do you think the odds are? I'm talking about a breakdown and then the fucking lights turn off. Jesus. I mean, that's spirit for you. I told you this channel is very magical, okay? Take the signs and synchronicities if they make sense, people. Wow. Okay? The breakdown is for a reason. It's for somebody to regain their stability back after a really bad ending. Something that they made an oath to do to themselves or for themselves. Okay? Victory. Nice. 6 of Wands. Again, nice. Okay. So there's definitely, I feel as if the breakdown was a stalemate. Okay. It was somebody coming toe-to-toe with themselves, toe-to-toe with their soul, toe-to-toe with the man in the mirror, the woman in the mirror. Okay. They came face-to-face with something and they had to overcome it. Okay. And there's victory in that, but it's a process. It takes time. It takes energy. It takes effort. Okay. Anything else? Okay. So it's almost like you'll know if you're in this process, okay? It's almost like a awakening of the soul kind of thing. You'll know if you're on this journey or not. And the whole part of this, and maybe the affirmation of this reading is to know that there is a departure at some point. You're not going to be in this position for much longer. Okay? It's just some type of battle that somebody has to overcome. And at the end of it all, you're going to be a better person. Okay. And possibly even somebody that works better with people afterward, after all is said and done, somebody that possibly works better with relationship than what they did in the past. Maybe this could be somebody willing to work with an ex. Okay. Somebody that they were in love with, somebody that they started a life with, learning how to work with them after a breakdown, right? That would be really hard if somebody has kids with somebody and then you break up with them and you don't realize that now you have to spend the next however many years working with that person and never being with them again. Right after you just shared, a part of your life with them. Okay. I'm sure that would be easy, but I also know that I have known couples in the past that had great relationships and then had really bad breakups. And it took them a few years, but once they got over their pride and their wrath and all their bullshit, and then they both started dating other people. Okay. They started learning how to work with each other because they were in a relationship with other people. So they were getting advice from other people on how to work together. It took them a while, but I've known a lot of people that have managed to make it work. Okay. But they had to go through a huge awakening. They had to start to learn to trust themselves. Okay. And to trust their partners, okay, with their kids away from them. And right, there's a lot of things that break people down. And one of those things is not having kids around anymore. Okay. When somebody takes your kids away from you, or when that life gets broken up like that, Okay. It's the parents' responsibility now to keep their kids' life as normal as possible. And that means that, I mean, their whole lives, their parents were together, and now their parents are not together. Imagine how your kids feel. Okay. No matter, like, I mean, what you're feeling is completely different than what they feel. Okay, but along the same lines of your kids' lives just got completely ripped in half. They don't know a life without you guys together. You know your life without your partner, but they don't. Okay, they wouldn't know life without you guys together. So I would only imagine people dealing with that kind of shit. I mean, that's not easy to do, and then to get over it, to see, to even know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Most people don't even want to hear that until like year 2 after the divorce. Okay, because the light is very small and people don't concentrate on that light. Okay, they concentrate on that hate, and unfortunately, it's just very awful to see kids go through that, of their parents, you know, belittling each other and fighting each other. And I watched my parents do it. I listened to my parents shit talk each other for years, you know, on how much they hated the other one and how awful the other one was. And it's just like, they didn't need to say it, you know. Like, you don't like each other, keep it to your fucking selves, okay? Because the way that I see it, instead of bitching about how one of them wasn't as perfect as the other one and blah blah blah, I think they should have been bitching about their parenting skills. Okay, if anything, but it wasn't never like, oh, he was a bad father, or he never picked you guys up, he never cared. It was always like, well, your father is an asshole, and he worked too much, and he never talked to me, and he separated from me, and I tried to do therapy. It wasn't because he was bad to us. It was still, I mean, how narcissistic are you? Like, you're still going to talk about how the relationship wasn't perfect for you, motherfucker? My dad left. Like, what the fuck? Sorry, your husband, okay, didn't want to be with you anymore, but he walked away from the thing that he made and created to put here. And now bitches about you all the time? Like, what the fuck? You know what that does to kids? Okay, it trashes their fucking heads right away. It puts garbage in their minds right away. Now all of a sudden their mom's a whore and their dad's a bastard, and right now all of a sudden they're kicking kids at the park, and now, you know, it's just like, it just leads to, you know, I understand the breakdown. Okay, I do. I definitely, Spirit wants to say, you know, they understand the breakdown. But somebody's just like, just remember, your children are right there as well. So as much as you might want to rip somebody's face off, please do not do it while your children are around. Even if you just have the door shut. I'm talking like, take it to the park, okay? Get the fuck out of the house. Don't be yelling in front of your kids and fuck, you know, this is why somebody needs to have a breakdown, okay? Because you need to just get it all out. So then you stop with the passive aggressive, and stop with the bickering, and stop with the fighting. Clearly the lovers are not together anymore, and there's a serious fucking heated argument regarding that. Okay? So that's why somebody needs to have the breakdown, so then they get it all out. Okay? So they stop carrying it with them, so then they can give their kids a better life. Okay, and grow the fuck up and give themselves a better life. Like, this is somebody's judgment. And it's possible that they're getting a second chance right now, and that second chance is to be a better person. And the only way that you can become a better person is if you fucking are honest with yourself, okay, about the things that you did in a marriage, okay, that possibly you need to put to rest now. Right? Forgive yourself. Let it go. Okay? I mean, talk to a therapist. Okay? Get some shit moving. Somebody needs to, okay, the breakdown, I mean, as ironic, or as, maybe not ironic as that sounds, because it's like a breakdown, but yet the breakdown is to stop you, but it's almost like to stop you from going in that direction. It's like, obviously you're in the wrong vehicle on the wrong path. So your vehicle's got to break down, and you're going to have to walk to the fucking tow place or the garage or the gas station or whatever. Okay. And then they're going to put you on a different road. And that's the road where, okay, now some real shit's going to come out about what really happened. Okay, no more, the whole breakdown is then you stop bullshitting yourself. Okay, fuck what they did. Who cares? This is about you. This is about you forgiving you for the things that you did in your marriage that you shouldn't have done. Okay, leave it behind. Nobody's perfect. Okay, and getting some good decisions made so then you can change your fucking fate. This is a huge second chance for somebody to analyze where they're at and get moving and make some seriously different changes. Okay, and then boom, look at that. I just pulled to the Ace of Coins. Just like that. And man, this is like, okay, there's a different partnership coming up for somebody. There's like some material comforts coming in, like a brand new fucking car coming in for somebody. Maybe it's not brand new, but it might be new to you, okay? There's going to be money, okay? So trust me, this breakdown, once you have the breakdown is for you to get yourself better. And if you do that, there's like huge rewards. There is huge rewards from the universe to talk when you talk about the things that you did wrong. When you're willing to admit the things that you did wrong, the universe is like, it's a congratulations after congratulations after congratulations. Okay, it really is. Look at that money coming. You saw me just break the deck. Look at money coming. Look at all those poker chips. Okay, seriously, like you can face up on some shit that possibly you have not wanted to admit that you did. You start admitting that shit. And it's just between you and the universe. You don't have to say anything to anybody. I mean, once you admit it to the universe, you'd be surprised how fast you want to admit it to people. Because then you're like, okay, that wasn't that bad. Like, I finally admitted it, right? You finally admit in your head after you've been lying to yourself about it to cover it up what you did. Then you say it out loud. And then it's not a big deal anymore. And then you want to say it to them. It's funny how that works, okay? But you have to admit it to yourself first, that you were a little bit of a lying sack of shit, okay? And maybe just because you wanted to protect yourself. You're the only one in your body. Of course, you're going to want to protect yourself. Of course, maybe you're going to want to elaborate a little bit on a lie so then you don't look like such a fucking asshole. Nobody's going to judge you for that, okay? But obviously, you've been kind of judging yourself for it because now you're getting to the point where you might as well just admit what you did and then you can laugh about it and then you're going to want to tell people about it and then they're going to hate you and then you're going to be like, I don't even care. I don't even care that you hate me. I was married and hated the entire time. Do you think I'm going to care that you don't like me? But you can admit it. So, like, who gives a shit, right? And all this, like, truth is going to just start coming out of your mouth and everyone is going to hate you. But whatever. That just comes with the territory. And then less people to care about, right? So, anyways, I hope this resonates. Alrighty, people. That was definitely an enjoyable reading for me. I'm pretty sure. I don't really remember what the first one was about. I'm going to have to watch this bad boy tomorrow. But thank you for being here. And I'm going to work on the view a little bit tomorrow. I think I'm just going to move the camera around all the time because I'm a free bird and I can do that. So I don't know. I'm going to work a little bit on the old background, maybe a little bit tomorrow if I have time. And I will most likely be around. Most likely. Yeah, I got some shit to do. And that's going to be a pretty busy weekend. But you know me, I'm always around. You're very welcome. And thank you all for being here. And thank you for liking 18 likes. We're getting up there again, people. Thank you for liking. And it's very important that you like the videos because YouTube needs to think I'm cool. So please like the videos. And make sure you send your telepathic questions in my way so then I can answer those questions for you. And yeah, peace out. Everybody have a wonderful evening. I hope you sleep tight and I will see you on the flip side. All right. Peace out. Thank you to my moderator, Steven in the house. Peace out, everybody.